Hello, welcome to Touchdowns Coaching, where we coach you in life, spiritual, and family. I'm a certified life coach, mentor, published author, motivational, and spiritual speaker. You can find links in the description down below of our website. Coaching packages, products are also accessible through our website. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and you can find the links to those pages down below. Subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on so you are notified whenever we post a new video. Well, I want to talk about 12 things I know in my life that have gotten better. Possibly you can identify with these 12 things that I will share with you that have changed drastically in my life and in my family dynamics that maybe weren't as prevalent. I wasn't aware that these situations maybe needed some tweaking or things that just needed to add more value to them. So let's get started. These 12 ways, while I share with you the ways that my life has increased in value, maybe you can also identify with these ways. You can post in the comment section down below the ways that you maybe have experienced value to your relationships, your marriage, your children, and whatever ways and dynamics your life has changed as it relates to the stay-at-home order. 12 things that have changed since the shelter-in-order has taken place. Well, I am now a full-time parent as opposed to before. I really wasn't a full-time parent because my children were at school 8-9 hours out of the day. So now they're at home, and now I'm actually a full-time parent. So you could probably relate to that and to some degree, that before you experience the COVID-19 shelter in place and everybody having to isolate themselves, quarantine, and only focus on your family dynamics, you were pretty much a part-time parent when schools were pretty much taking care of our children all day. Daycares were pretty much taking care of our children all day. So now that responsibility is on us for all day care of our children. So now we're full-time parents. Another way that our life and dynamics have changed is we are playing with our children and conversing and talking with our children more than we had before. So we're able to actually assess the quality time and the conversations that we are having with our children. Another way that our lives have changed and the dynamics of my family has changed is I'm finally able to do the spring cleaning that I wanted to do. Many of you may have put off projects, cleaning out your garage, cleaning out closets, going through old clothing and giving away items, painting your house, changing the decor in your home, things that you weren't able to give attention to before. Now you're able to give that needed attention to those things. So these are just some positive lights on us having to stay at home and the stay-at-home order and the social distancing. So let's look at this whole situation from a different aspect. Now we are have sensitivity to life. We're taking life more seriously. We know that a lot of people are experiencing loss and grief and just the whole concept of people dying in a different way, they're transitioning out of this world differently than what they have before. So on that aspect, we're taking life a little more seriously. Another aspect of change that we've experienced is we are able to converse with our children and ask questions, and our children are able to ask questions of us in dialogue. And we're just, our relationship with our children they're expanding, and we're actually reintroducing ourselves to one another. We're having to have conversations that we probably didn't have before, and we're able to teach our children some things that we didn't really see before as it relates to the world and how things are rapidly changing before our eyes. Well, you can also notice that maybe your communication is better. Maybe you realize that ways that you were communicating with your family before, that they weren't as effective. So you're learning how to talk to your spouse. You're learning how to talk to your children. You're actually reinventing your whole family dynamics, because before the family was so busy, everybody was moving and shaking and everybody was on the go. But now it's just a situation where you almost have to really get to know each other again. So we also developed a need for sensitivity towards each other, towards the needs of our spouse, towards the needs of our children. We're actually, I seen somebody put up a post that now that our children aren't in school, we actually really didn't know the children that we had. And the teacher was always right, because the teacher spent most of her day with your child, 9 hours out of a day. By the time that they get home, it's pretty much time to eat dinner and go to bed. So they didn't really have that dynamic of developing a solid relationship while in school with their parents. So this is kind of looking at the shelter in place and the social distancing. Let's look at it from a different light. Let's look at it from an opportunity aspect. I get an opportunity to get to know my children again. I have an opportunity to reinvent my marriage. I have an opportunity to add value to my life, add value to my children. So we're also playing family games. We're having family game nights. We're enjoying one another. We're laughing. We're joking. We're wrestling. We're playing. We're cooking together. We're enjoying the things that we weren't able to get to enjoy before, because we're bogged down with work and consumed with so many other aspects of life that family was one of the last things on our priority list. So we're able to prioritize just a little bit better and add value in our interactions as a family. I noticed for myself, I don't know about you, that we're moving with more intention, intentionally planning our day, intentionally strategizing how the day should go. I know for many people that have already been homeschooling, they had to get into a routine to get things done. Me, I'm not a schedule person, so that's one of the great things that I can take away from this whole social distancing, stay at home order, is that I'm able to actually follow a schedule. I didn't realize that I had that capability before because I'm such a free spirit, and I really wasn't a schedule type person, but now I know that I can actually plan a schedule and stick to it. Can you share in the comments what ways that your family dynamics have changed? What ways have you added value to your family? What ways has your family dynamic increased? What ways are you interacting in? What changes do you see that are manifesting as a result of the social distancing and stay at home order? I like to hear those in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Remember, social distancing is not a negative thing. Staying at home is not a negative thing. Look at the positives. What value can you add to yourself while we are isolating and social distancing ourselves? What value can you add to your relationship? What value can you add to your life? Again, in the comment section below, let me know some of the ways that you see positives in what we are experiencing. Here is the challenge. I want to challenge you to remain whatever areas that you see value, whatever areas that you notice that have changed in your life. Begin to assess those areas and actually see the goal and keep moving in the direction of change. Subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on so that you're able to get notified whenever we post a new video. Thank you for watching. Be blessed, and I love you with the love of the Lord.